Hey guys, welcome in. Welcome to the Kaiju Kingdom, Koffers, Chronicles of Narnia. Did I get it?
Hell yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Every time. Every time.
He does this. He does this to piss me off.
I do.
Respect.
How's it going, guys? It's hot in most of the country. I feel spoiled. I know you guys are burning, no pun intended. And let's cut to the chase. Joining me today is my name's Arian. Joining me today is my beautiful guest host Chris, and then also joining.
Guest.
Did I say guest?
Yes.
Guest?
I'm your co-host, son.
Daddy Chris.
This is what happens when I let you drive my car. This is what happens. Then you get a little bit of power, and all of a sudden, it goes right to your head.
And then joining us, the reason you clicked on this video, ShinRobjira. Take it away.
What am I taking away?
Take it away. Hey.
Hi, I'm ShinRobjira. Movie monster series is my thing, and maybe you clicked the video for that, or maybe you clicked it because you wanted to learn something. I hope it's because of that, because there's a lot to learn.
Oh, look,
I'm
not gonna lie. I'm excited about this one because the Bandai stuff is my jam. These were my these were the things I coveted as a child because I saw them in all the bootleg magazines my father got for me. My very first Bandai I have right here, my dad got me, is the King Caesar, the original release. And ever since that was, for the longest time, the cornerstone of my collecting. It doesn't matter how good or bad it was, I needed some representation, and Bandai was always there. Where they're at now, that's a whole different thing. But you know what? It's like, I was born a Nintendo kid, and I'll die a Nintendo kid. Like, I will go to them to the grave, much like I will go to the movie with Bandai to the grave for my Godzilla figures. So excited.
Praise.
Yeah. Rob, tell the audience how much you love movie monsters and how much you you know what? Pick your favorite right now. Just kidding.
Please no. Please no.
Well, tell us about movie monsters, man.
Geez, what isn't there to tell? I mean, some of my first Godzilla stuff were movie monster series releases, whether I knew it or not, outside of Trendmasters, of course. And I mean, that's movie monster series just feels like the place to go. Like,
yeah,
a new movie's out, a new something is out, a new whatever the heck is coming out through a movie monster series release. It's the best place to go. You're not spending 8,000-9,000, however many yens on it. You get it. It's nice. It's simple. The detail is always on par, unless it's one of those that's not. And I don't know, man. Like, there's a beauty in its simplicity.
They're not going to break.
That too.
Yeah.
That too. Unless you really, really try and you tear the vinyl.
Yeah, but no. Like you can give this to a kid. You can give this to an adult. They could throw it at a steamroller, and it's going to be just fine. It's like a Twinkie. You can't hurt it.
No.
Who would want to hurt a Twinkie, though?
Yeah. No, it's indestructible. It's like the Grimace. Nothing can stop it.
Is that lore? Is the Grimace?
It is lore.
What are you talking about? Did I miss something?
The virus, a deadly virus can't kill the Grimace because nothing can kill the Grimace. For those who get that reference, bravo, because you watch a lot of Kevin Smith.
Oh, I was going to say, what season of Simpsons is that? Because that's not...
It's not Simpsons. That's a Kevin Smith reference.
All right. Yeah, dudes. Movie monster series, I think, is the gold standard when it comes to Godzilla collecting. It's, it fits in every collection. It is the modern equivalent of collecting those Bullmark and Poppies and all those fun stuffs. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. And we're going to start this series with 2001 through 2010.
Okay.
We all know that there is a line before 2001, but to make it simple, we're just going to cut it up by decades. And yeah, let's get right to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Chris, let's start off with the 2001 6-inch line. Tell me about them.
These were basically Bandai starting over for like the third time in I think a 4-year period.
Yeah.
It's an interesting time. The Millennium series is well in it's going, but it's also it's touch and go as it goes. There was the era before, which was the Godzilla Island stuff. Mm-hmm. And then before that was the Toho Kaiju series, where they started doing the 6-inch line. Because before that, like the classic Bandais were all between 7 to 8 inch, and they were like a hard vinyl. Arguably detailing better on some of them, arguably detailing worse on some of them. It's a very weird, but it was the transition from like a harder vinyl to a softer vinyl. It was more economical at the time. And basically they just took, for the most part, a lot of the molds that they already had and kind of busted them down. So that way, you didn't get Destroyer back in 95. Well, here's a smaller Destroyer, but we fixed the wings so they actually open. It doesn't look like the suit in the, it's not exact 1-to-1 to the suit in the film where those wings weighed 400 pounds. So we can't, it's a terrible strain on the suit actor. So, but it was a way to get kids back into the stuff. Cause I want to say Ultraman was really like hammering the toy sales at the time.
Yeah.
And Sentai stuff as well.
Yeah.
So, Godzilla took a bit of a break in 98 or between 95 and 99. So we only had the film that a lot of us don't like to talk about. So there was nothing new to really catapult on it. And then Godzilla 2000 came out. I believe that's where the Toho Kaiju series started off with.
Yeah.
So, and then they decided to take it kind of seriously and then rebrand the line once again. And that's where we got Movie Monster series, which in these early days was, I think, trying to figure out what the hell it actually was. Because I think it was the second, like the first wave, as we're about to talk about, was literally just bringing back the Toho Kaiju series again and just reissuing them with a different tag. But it was basically, I think, Bandai just trying to get its act together and really like focus up like, all right, we're going to sell this stuff. Let's sell it.
Yeah. Rob, tell me about 2001. What was Rob doing in 2001?
I think that was 3rd grade.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So, I definitely had no idea one of my favorite Godzilla movies just got released. So there was that, and I had no idea. Well, okay. I don't want to say I had no idea because around I want to say probably Tokyo SOS, which was a little bit further down. That's when I found out what these things were. So I was a few years away from discovering what I would put all my time and effort into.
So straight from Tokyo SOS till now, it's been MMS straight to the vein.
Pretty much. Yeah. Okay. Because I mean, what else was really happening in the darker times? It was,
it's like 2001 seems so far ago that it's
approaching on 30 years. It was 25 years ago, guys.
Damn.
I'm the oldest son of a bitch on this podcast right now. Damn. And I was going into my senior year of high school there. Damn. So I spent a lot of time trolling the Monster Zero news. That was my first thing every time I got on, because I'm like, I got to see what leaks are out. I got to see what's coming. But that's how also I was figuring, because if you weren't subscribing to G-Fan at the time, the only other way was these couple of sites. I think Kyle Yount had Rodan's Roost, and the Shrine to Gamera. There was maybe like 4 or 5 guys at the time that had anything Godzilla related, and maybe 3 of them had any connection to Japan. And you got to remember too, like you needed a scanner to scan these images out of these like magazines to get any of the information. So like you actually had no HTML. It wasn't like today where a website now is like a second thought. Like time and effort had to be put in just to put a story up. And so that was the way to go. So every day I log on, I'm like, please let there be something new. And then all of a sudden, like you get a scan, I'm like, here's the movie monster series, or you're like, here's the new Bandai figures for Godzilla 2000. GMK coming out. I'm like, oh man, that awesome. Comic-Con is in 6 months. Someone's gonna have them there because there's always a dude who had a buddy in Japan that would mail them out to him.
That being said, let's go through this list of 6-inch figures real quick, and then I want you guys to tell me the highlights of these 6-inchers. So we have Heisei Godzilla, we have King Ghidorah, we have Mecha Godzilla 93, we have Anguirus 68. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yes.
We have Gigan 72, Space Godzilla, Mecha King Ghidorah, Destroya, Rainbow Mothra, First Godzilla, as it's called, or Godzilla 54, Burning Godzilla, and then the surprise for the line is Gamera 1999. Solid lineup.
Very solid, I'd say. Yeah.
Yeah. Rob, what's the highlight of this first wave?
That Burning Godzilla.
Isn't it?
Because I still think Bandai hasn't come close to this Burning Godzilla and the Burning Godzillas that they've done prior. There's something about it that just does it right. I love that it's a translucent orange figure that's just painted over. Yeah, the burning patches aren't 100%, but it looks, arguably, I think this looks better than some of the things that they would do a bit later with like metallic paint or mixing colors like oranges and reds and yellows to a point where he looks like he's wearing a micro bikini. So like it just has that essence to it. And yeah, again, it's not like 100%, but that was a lot of bad words that I can say in a very positive connotation.
That Burning Godzilla, seeing the white spikes on the tail for me was a little weird. But then, when you watch the movie, that's the way the suit is. And for whatever reason, I just thought he had orange spikes the entire, head to toe or head to tail. Yes, translucent. I'm a sucker for translucent figures, especially when they're painted over.
Hell yes.
That pose is a smaller version of the 8-inch, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I had the 8-inch. It's basically just a scaled down version of it.
Oh,
the paint job is much better though.
Amazing.
Oh yeah, because the 8-inch one was just
very
done.
Like that. If you can find an 8-inch one that's not flaking to hell, like that's the best you can ask for. Like every 8-inch I've come across, even the one I had, which was secondhand, like that thing was it looked like a tire ran over it. Like it just had marks all over it. Like it would scuff. It like that Destroyer line would scuff like hell. Like the paint was like really like mediocre. Like I don't know what paint they used on it, but everything would just rub off after a while. So, and I know they're meant for kids to play with, but like I've seen them where like half the face is just the blank. Yeah, it's just the molding. That's it. It's just the color of the molding.
Yeah, I've seen some horror stories in my travels, especially for whatever reason, Burning and Destroya just like completely naked, and it's not right.
Oh, Chris, what's your highlight for the 6-inch line? Wave 1 6-inch.
Honestly, it's the Rainbow Mothra.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I had 2 versions of this figure because 1, I actually like those Mothra movies, and 2, I want to say this one because this was actually like a semi-newish figure because the Rainbow Mothra that came out for those movies were like the big old style with the plastic wings. So
yes.
The fragile ones, right?
yeah, if I'm
Mhm.
recalling, this might have been like the one new mold. Don't quote me, but I want to say this was actually like a semi new figure for this wave. The only problem was the bottom of the wings were not painted, which is a Bandai thing. I don't know why, but overall,
Unless-
like it was like it's still to this
That's
day. That,
Bandai.
yeah, I still consider it one of the best Mothra figures ever, because it actually, you could pose it. Like you can actually put it on your shelf without it falling over, without the wings breaking. The wings were semi-thick too. Like they were, they had the pocket of air in the vinyl. And when the Bandai Creation version came out, and Bandai America's like what is, we got to repaint this, and they actually bothered to paint the top and the bottom, and they gave it the proper Leo colors with the green. So this one was the Mothra 2 version. They took all the green out, they put the blue in, but that Mothra was the highlight for me.
So it looks like Rainbow Mothra originated from the Toho Kaiju series.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was 2 prior, and that theater exclusive looks gorgeous, and I hate myself for only realizing that now. But I will have to agree, Rainbow Mothra is a banger, and I wish they were doing a little bit more with that this year.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Bandai.
I'm still not. There's a part of me that thinks like Godzilla Day, we might get
The truckload all at once.
at the very least a Death Ghidorah, because he's constantly on that that survey every year that they do.
Yeah, I missed the voting poll though. Bandai.
the best we're gonna do is Death Ghidorah on God's Ban, and that's it.
Possibly. All right, Arian, what's next?
Now we're gonna talk about what is 2001 most famous for? Pause. What movie is 2001 most famous for?
Arguably the best film of the entire Millennium era, and probably one of the top 5 best Godzilla movies of all time.
You know what? I'm gonna hot take. Not a fan of the movie.
What?
Not a fan.
Do you at least like the music?
I like the music. Asterisks.
Hold on a second.
Love the Godzilla design.
Okay.
Holds a very special place in my heart. This specific 8-inch Godzilla, GMK Godzilla, huge place in my heart.
Chris about to go in.
Please.
Look, as someone who defends Godzilla versus Megaguirus, who actually loves that movie, like I'm willing to let this slide.
Me too.
Yes,
Me too. I understand.
It's the closest we ever got to, like, outside of Final Wars, to like an actual live action anime Godzilla, because it's just so goofy and so fun. But GMK is GMK, man. I know you love those Gammas.
I mean, who doesn't like French fries? Like, come on, French fries. You know, like how do you say no to that?
Factual.
I'm not gonna admit to let's just say the no, I'm not gonna say it on the internet. There's a place back in the day where you would be able to, peer to peer, you'll help out a peer, Anyway,
it sound like a certain like magical phrase.
Sure.
Or was it named after the guy that
No, the magical
recruited
phrase.
Neo, the magical phrase one?
Yeah, magical phrase.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, so I saw a version of that and no subtitles, because that's, we don't have the luxury. But I watch it and I'm just kind of like, who's this old guy? Why is Ghidorah frozen?
Arian, I watched -1 without subs, and I still sat there and I got what it was going for.
How old were you though? You were a grown man. I was a teenager. I didn't have time.
I was 17, 18 when when GMK came out, I wasn't that much older. Like you're only like 4
Yeah,
4
dude,
years
I
younger
wasn't
than me.
okay. That being said, like that point in my life, I just wasn't really into Godzilla. I was more into like baseball or some shit. I don't know, dude.
Okay. All right.
Baseball is cool though.
Right?
Baseball's in the movie monster series eventually.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right.
But
Well,
that
Arian
being
did
said,
not care for GMK, but let's
whoa,
talk
whoa,
about
whoa, whoa, whoa! Don't put me on the internet like that. No, it's like people watch this. Like, I appreciate it now, but just at the time, it was kind of not the best. Not
Arian back.
like,
Hey, man,
chill.
I at least own that Terror Mechagodzilla is probably my least favorite Godzilla movie of all time. I at least own it. Let's get back to the figures.
Okay, so 2001.
2001.
GMK. GMK 8-inch bangers. Banger City. We're going previously we didn't have 8 inches until from 1995 was the last one we had an 8-inch. Yes.
Godzilla, yes. There was the
Yes.
Mothra stuff, but that's questionable in size.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we have how many 1995, so 6 years later.
Yeah. So we had
2000 didn't get an
2000
8-inch.
and Mega Gears.
2001
All
didn't get
6
an
inch.
8-inch. 2001 GMK, Mothra, Ghidorah, and Baragon all got 8 inches.
Yep.
Bangers, each one of them.
Yeah.
Nothing. No, just Homelander mean perfect.
I bought
Absolutely
all of these
perfect.
from a
Yes.
third party dealer at the same time. I dropped like $120.
That's a
And
good 120 right there, man.
100%. Each one of these were. I don't think I'm talking out of school, but these were probably the highlight of that entire Millennium line. Like these figures were like best sculpts, the best paint jobs, and not only that, but man, did they hold up! Like those figures. Like I had mine for 20 plus years before I had to part with them, and that was a hard day for me, like to part with those. But they looked, minus a little dust, they looked exactly like the day I got them. And I would just come home at night and I just stare at that GMK Godzilla, like looking at me in the face. I'm just like, yeah, everything's right with the world. Everything's good.
I feel that deeply and emotionally.
Rob, tell us about the GMK line.
I mean, it's the line. This
Right?
is what people this is what people reference when movie monster series is brought up. Mothra painted on both sides of the wings. This is the Mothra they're thinking of. King Ghidorah, articulated heads. This is likely what they're thinking of because I think today a lot of people don't know Godzilla collection.
The detail on that Ghidorah, man.
I hate that I don't own it because I've seen it in HD. I've held it with my sight eyes. It's gorgeous.
Yes. Every
Legitimately
scale is
gorgeous.
sculpted. Every scale is sculpted on that thing.
Dude, I'm gonna have to agree with what Chris said. You don't get much better than this. I don't know. You don't get better than this.
Exactly. You know what I think helped these figures is the fact that for a series as the movie is, the monster designs are so like
good,
unbecoming of a Godzilla design. Like they don't look like. I mean, they do look like mystical beasts. Like the designs of Mothra, Baragon, Godzilla, and Ghidorah don't look like they belong in the real world. Like they are very stylized suits. That's kind of the point. Like they're all mystical beasts, and so they're done like an old style, like Japanese. I forgot the proper terminology, but like an old painting from like the 18th century. Like when you look at them, like they look like someone would have sat there with like watercolor and make them up. And I think that's why they translate it so well to the figure form.
Beautifully put. I'm going to commit that one to memory because, absolutely. And it's so weird because every King Ghidorah 2001 or GMK that has come after this just has it. Bandai Creation couldn't do it. Even the new movie monster series version is okay. But
the one thing that one has gone for it, it's got the neck extensions that they did for the suit, because that one's based on the short film that got the neck extensions for that weird that insurance commercial they did in Japan.
Yeah, the old samurai countryside battle thing. Yeah,
that I think it's the scale. I think that's the only way that those figures work is you need the scale on them. Like the X Plus, the model kits all look phenomenal, but when you scale them down, you lose the detail, and I think that's the problem with them.
Well, we know Bandai still have these molds lying around somewhere because of an outlier that we'll talk about eventually. Foreshadowing.
It's hard to pick a favorite. It's hard. I mean, I'm biased. Godzilla is going to be my number one. That holds a very special place in my heart.
The only one I have.
The whole line. You can't. They're all equal.
Yeah.
There's not a bad one in that entire line. That is the crescendo of the entire like 2000s millennium era line. Like nothing got better than that.
That's it. That's it. Good night. See you guys.
Good night. Goodbye. This was the GMK Movie Monster Series retrospect.
And then we're going to move on to 2002. 2002 continues with the 6-inch line, but not as many releases in this one. This is a shorter wave, but fan favorites, each one of them. I'm going to wait for the big two, but we got Godzilla Jr., G-Force Mothra, Fire Rodan, all in 2002. They're all reissues of older figures, but the two brand new molds that we get, and I remember at the time losing my bananas over Mechagodzilla 75 and Titanosaurus. To this day, continue banger that is just, perfect. They're perfect figures.
These were absolutely, like, this was like in the early board days, like this drove everyone nuts. Like this was ringing the chowder bell, if you will. Like everyone, because it was the first time, like, again, new molds, like absolute, like that weren't for a new movie. Like you expect something for the new movie, but like going back, and first time 75 has ever been done, and then Titanosaurus coming, people lost their. I had two versions of that Titanosaurus. I had the standard release, and then I had that box set that they put out later on down the line. Yeah, and honestly, the box set one was better. It had a better paint job, but we'll get to that in a minute. But these two, I remember people going gaga. But they were, these were gorgeous. But this was the first sign of like, all right, we're doing something with this line. Like we're actually trying new things, testing the waters. Because I mean, look, outside of the, the reused molds of a couple of Heisei characters, Showa characters, there wasn't a lot of Showa stuff outside of maybe like the 54 figure that was reissued for 4 goddamn times. So that gave us all hope. Like, oh my God, could Spiga be coming? Could we finally get could we get another Kamacuras? Like, there's possibilities now of things that like we never got. Like, I think the only thing anyone knew we were never going to get Mechani Kong and regular Kong. Like, those were I think everyone made their peace of like, we're never getting these figures again.
Nope.
I mean, we're all of the age understanding that there. We all know the way that we got these figures was some guy went to Japan, stuffed his suitcase full of Sofubi, and then brought it over and sold it at a import store or
a
Rob,
convention.
Do you have any, a convention or just you had to go digging for these. Rob, do you remember picking these? Like, tell me about your experience picking these guys up.
Well, unfortunately, I never picked any of these guys up, but some of my first Sofubi Godzilla from the movie monster series, especially, they came from a nice little import shop in New Jersey called Outer Limits. And
I've definitely heard of that place.
Anybody from New Jersey who remembers Outer Limits, you're a real one. Unfortunately, it's gone now, and it's one of those retro game stores and blah, blah, blah. But this was like the place to go if you had an interest that was not in America. Gundam, kits, figures, Godzilla, everything in and of between. It's where I saw that giant sorry. I curse. I curse too much.
The 60, are you talking about the 64?
No, the gigantic burning Godzilla that was orange, red, and yellow.
Yeah.
Dude, I've seen that thing go for like $1,000. This thing was being sold for $200 at the time with the box.
Easy.
Yeah.
And Yeah, if I had the money I have right now, that would have been a done one, because this was the place to go. And the guy who was behind the counter, he was like this stocky, like Irish dude, and he was the sweetest guy in the world. But he's the one that's like, you got to top load the tags. It's like, you get the tags, you don't take the tags off, you put them in the top loader, a little Ziploc baggie. It's like, it's just what you do. That's how you have to do it. And that stayed with me until like today, at the tender age of 2,000 years old. And like, that was like one of those, and you know, the Godzilla collection, King Goji was there, the small 84 from the Godzilla collection was there, Kamakuris was there. Yeah, like, I got like an eye full of all of that, and I'm like, I need all of this. And the sad thing is, if I wanted like a row of them, I think it would have been like 110, which back in the day, it's like,
that's a lot. Yeah,
that's a lot. But now it's like, that's a steal. What are we doing? And that made me fall in love with Sofubi vinyl. And it doesn't matter if it's screen accurate. It doesn't matter if it's highly stylized with a crazy paint job. I just vinyl figures, man. They're an art form, and
that's why we're here.
These are great.
Yeah. This. I think this is the a good moment of collecting, 2002, because you have this is the third movie coming out in the Millennium series, and you know, Movie Monsters is just going up, and up. This is what everybody wants. Yeah. So now we're moving on to the 8-inch for Godzilla X Mechagodzilla, or that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Smaller output this time. We have Godzilla. We have Kiryu. And then we have high mobility Kiryu. Yeah.
I only bought the two. I didn't buy the variant without the backpack.
I did.
I
just wasn't a backpack kind of guy, and I kind of wanted it to.
I kind of like the backpack.
And I'm a backpack fan too.
Yeah, the blue backpack looks so much better than the silver backpack from Tokyo SOS. It just
agree 100%. 100%.
And my least favorite of the Millennium era I still don't care too. This is probably, I argue there's no bad Godzilla movie, but this is probably the most boring Godzilla movie to me. Like, I've maybe watched it like 3 times. I love Tokyo SOS. And understand I need this movie to get to that, but the design's cool, but this movie just drags. It drags for me.
You know, I have the opposite effect on this. This is the opposite for me, where coming in, it was like, I was like, I'm not going to get super hyped on this movie until I saw it. And I'm like, oh, they killed someone off in the first 5 minutes. Like, okay, where are we going with this? I like the Godzilla redesign. I love first time you see Kiryu, you know, your brain
moment.
is, you're like, what the hell is
they were trying to undo the injustice of the 93 Mechagodzilla and get as close to that Ori poster.
Injustice?
Yes.
You mean
look, I love the 93 film. It's probably my favorite of the Heisei era, but chubby cheek Mechagodzilla is just he's Chipmunk Godzilla. Like, he's just got the cheeks you just want to pinch, and you see that Ori poster and you're like, this movie's going to be awesome. And then you look at the actual design, you're like, the hell is that? So when I first saw this, they're rectifying the mistake.
You're not wrong when you said this movie is going to be awesome, because it is awesome.
He had Patton Oswalt hands.
Yeah.
Tiny little hands.
But I'll give credit where credit's due. These 8 inches were amazing. The Godzilla's a little limited because of the way the suit is, because the arms do this through the movie. So the way they molded it, the arms can only do this thing. So he's just kind of like a windshield wiper. Kira, though, had more mobility, which was shocking to me. Like, he was weirdly like loose, not in a pejorative way, but like, you could move this thing around a little bit, and the chrome paint on it, beautiful.
Still
the back without the backpack though, just I don't know.
It's a great. It's clean. I mean, granted, we're buying these toys before we saw the movie.
Oh yeah,
That's also another asterisk.
Oh, I think that's something. I mean, I think we're all old enough to talk about this. Like, we didn't get these movies until,
That's right.
Sony would maybe grab them. Like they were picking them out of like the fact that they had the license and they had all, they were still toying with the idea of making a sequel. So they're like, well, let's just keep it going. And then I think there was like 3 years between GMK actually premiering in Japan and premiering in America. And I think the same with these, like they didn't come to DVD. Like we got all the back catalogs first. And then these movies slowly got releases maybe like a year and a half to 2 years after. But yeah, you were buying blind. Like it was still months. I had the figures already. I'm like, I don't even know this movie's any good. But I got the toys because I'm a sucker.
That's what I mean. Look at Star Wars fans. Blind is always blind. Phasma looks great until you watch it. Rob, what's your give me your thoughts on the 2002 8-inch series?
The O2s, especially Kiryu, I really, really liked. There's a phrase for people who I love their figures, and that Kiryu is probably one of the best figures to do so, because I mean, I could go for 35 minutes with that backpack version because it's just got so much on there between the articulation and everything. It's just there. It's massive. It's fantastic. And yeah, Godzilla 02 is fine. He's cool. I really don't have much else to say beyond that, but those Kiryus, man.
Godzilla's weirdly thin. Like not, but like just he feels like you can fit him in a binder almost.
Yeah, he doesn't have that like gutular viscosity that GMK did.
Gutular viscosity sounds like a
gutular viscosity.
Sounds like a Cannibal Corpse.
What is he, like a car salesman from Battle Creek, Michigan?
Or Cherry Hill, New Jersey.
Sounds like you're explaining Kevin Arnold's dad from Wonder Years.
Good show.
Viscosity.
Gutular viscosity. Yeah, GMK was cracking the brews for like decades before he showed up. So he's got some gutular viscosity. Hit me up, Corpse Grinder. We can work something out.
Oh my god. Oh, this is
a good banger. This is a banger show.
This episode's gone off the rails, and I don't think we're getting it back on.
That's perfectly fine. We can deluge deeper into the weirdness that's going to be happening next.
Yeah. Well, Arian, what do we got next?
Then we're moving on to 2003. The 6-inch line is getting smaller and smaller. It's make of that what you will. But we have two bangers. We have a reissue of King Caesar in an almost metallic looking paint, which is beautiful. And then we have, I think, another good highlight of the line is Godzilla 74. This is what people want.
It's the reason why he didn't get a new mold when they reissued him, because it's like, we did it right the first time.
Yep.
Bye.
This was the figure I've been waiting for at this point. Like this is one of my favorite Godzilla designs. It's my favorite Godzilla movie. And this is where they really start showing like we're putting some effort into this line now. Like this sculpt is immaculate. It's so good they reused it again. Down the line. We'll talk about that soon.
For a show of figure.
Yeah.
Big deal.
Rob, you got any thoughts on King Caesar in 74?
74 is an absolute classic, and if it's ever retouched, it better be better, and it won't be. That's all there is to it. And
all there is to it.
King Caesar, bro, Bandai, what are we doing? What are we doing? You are giving this man zero respect. No respect. Like, not even zero respect. -0 friggin' respect. Because where is he? Like, in all honesty, this version of the figure is so rarely touched that I'd be fine if they just reissued that with a new tag.
Mhm.
It's to that point. I know they would likely do a 2.0, which would be cool,
Mhm.
but see, I would say yes to that just because it's a smaller version of the Godzilla collection version. And again,
Mhm.
that's just like, you don't see that anymore. Now it's going to be like this near movie accurate thing that's just not going to
Yeah.
have all the paint.
Yeah.
So-
Well, did any of you, because this is about the time I want to say Target, like Bandai Creation had made their way, I think, stateside at this point. It might have been a little later. My
a little bit later.
might be off
A little bit later.
by
4 or
a couple
5?
of years. It might have been like a year or
After,
two.
yeah.
Mm.
But Bandai Creation got its own mold for King Caesar.
Garbage.
Mhm.
Absolute garbage.
Yeah, yeah. This
yeah.
one, this is, it's just a busted down version of the original figure, but at
Uh-huh.
least it looks movie accurate and not like a 9-year-old drew it and then they 3D printed it, and made it into like a mass scale figure. Because man, that poor guy, like I remember seeing that Caesar figure just peg warm for months. No one wanted him. Target had him at $1 and no one took him.
I'd buy that for $1.
Yeah, I'd buy that for $1.
Mhm.
Easy. That's $1. It's a good dollar figure, I feel.
Amazing dollar figure. Yeah.
Same thing with like Bandai Creation Ghidorah. It's like, yeah, it's a great $1 figure.
That one, I actually like that one.
See, I don't have it,
I
so I
like that
can't
one.
like talk too much into it. I just know that it's like just a solid thingy. That's it.
Yeah.
It is one piece, but it's actually kind of it kind of invokes the weird animated like poster art more than anything
Mm.
else. Like
Mm.
Creation's gonna be a fun episode to do because there were actually some figures that were better than what Bandai was putting out, and then there were some real dog crap figures.
Yeah.
They put out sometimes. It was a quagmire of a line.
Big quagmire.
Yeah.
And the lore runs deep with Creation.
Mhm.
It's
Can't
really
wait.
sad.
I can't wait for that. But let's move on to the movie figures.
Yeah.
So this is for Godzilla X Mechagodzilla Tokyo SOS.
Godzilla
Or just
X
Godzilla.
Mothra X
So-
Mechagodzilla.
Sorry, Godzilla X Mothra X Godzilla Tokyo SOS. We all know that. It's not.
It's just Tokyo SOS.
Yeah.
So one of the few things Americans did right. Just shortening. That's all it should be. It's a cooler title. It's such
Tokyo
a cooler
SOS?
title. Godzilla Tokyo SOS. You're like, man, that's going to be awesome. And it
Rolls
is.
right off the tongue,
It does.
poignant, right in your
Uh,
face.
I like the toys more than I like the movie. Speaking of toys, we got Godzilla with a battle scar, which is kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
We have Mothra larva female, Mothra larva male. We have heavy arms Kiryu, high mobility Kiryu again, and then Mothra imago. I'm not super jazzed on this wave personally.
So
I think. Go ahead.
for me, it's mostly just the Kiryus again. Like the Godzilla, I like that he had the scar and everything, and it's cool that it was a Godzilla with a closed mouth. That was a rarity in this point in time. Huge. But the only Godzilla that I liked out of all of this, I don't know, it was the DX one.
Yeah.
The
Oh, the
one and
beer one.
only DX one. And it's like, that one was a guttural. What did I say?
Guttural viscosity.
Guttural viscosity of that thing. This thing was thick. This was like picking up a stuffed pizza slice. It's like, damn. Other than that, it's just the Kiryu for me, man.
It just meh.
The drill was articulated, bro. How bad could you be? You know?
Yeah, I like that. That one I did pick up the drill arm one because that did warrant dropping down. Like, I didn't care for I need color variation. It's the thing I complained about this in the last show. I don't like Godzilla's spikes matching his color. I need color in the spikes.
Yeah.
So
Agreed.
everything just being chrome didn't work for me. But the drill arm, I'm like, yeah, I'll double dip on this one. I actually did buy one of the Mothras because I felt
one?
that like I think I had the male with the red eyes.
Okay.
That one because there are those figures that you come like there are those figures you grab, and then there are those figures later on down the line you see at a price. You're like, you know what? I got to complete the line, but if I ever have to sell these, you're first out the door.
Yeah.
And Mothras are always that for me because they're never sculpted well outside of that Rainbow Mothra, and they're very bare bones. The larvas especially. I had like 6 different larvas, and I only got those because my guy had a whole lot of them. Like he bought a lot of someone, and he's like, "Oh, if you want these Mothras," he had like 5 different variations. I'm like, "I'll sell them to you for like $20, man." I'm like, "Yeah, I'll take them."
Yeah.
But this one, at least, I'll give credit where credit's due. This was one of the better sculpted larvas. Like there was actually the paint looked nice. Yeah. No.
It wasn't straight.
It was the train. It was the train.
Oh,
Actually, yeah. No, I think the male had a slight curve to him. The female was
is it curved to the left or to the right?
God damn it! I nearly walked into that one.
Now we are heading into the I'd call this the Clash of the Titans era of Bandai movie monsters, where it's just like throw everything we got. Let's put all the money into Sofubi.
Yeah.
These are So what's the Godzilla Final Wars line of movie monsters kind of mixes in 6-inch and 8-inch. Rob, do you have any background on that, or is that just kind of how they came out?
So from what I know, from what I was led on to, Godzilla, Mothra, the 2 Gigans, Monster X, and Kaiser Ghidorah, they all came out first. From what I was told, I don't know how factual that is.
It is. It's pretty close.
And then I believe the 6 inches were just kind of peppered in between and thereafter. You know, again, this is like he said, she said from Japan to New Jersey, so I can't tell you much on that. But
yeah,
let me tell you, there are designs from Final Wars that I am not a fan of in the slightest. But some of them here, how they look right here, are gorgeous. Like no amount of displeasure can really replace that for me. And I hate every living being who has ever sold that Kaiser Ghidorah for $350. I mean, I'm glad you got your money, but
that was a hard one. That was a hard one, man. I shed a tear when I boxed that thing up.
I would have too. And I don't like the character. I don't like the design. I think it's
one of the worst suits they've ever made. But that figure, if you could have gotten this in the movie, the character would have been amazing. But instead, it's a dude in a horse suit.
Yeah,
and it doesn't work.
I don't understand the correlation because I don't know what got lost in translation from suit to toy, because somehow the suit is what it is, but the toy is like, whoa. Wow!
Someone saw the dailies and they're like, we can't do this. And then someone who made the new one saw the movie and like, yeah, I could do this.
I don't want to talk about him. I don't want
today.
Not today. No, I need to mentally prepare for that. I need to buy myself a sirloin and maybe like a beer, and I need to like mentally prepare for that, because the day that image hit the internet, man, wow,
this movie is amazing. It's the first real auteur Godzilla movie, and believe me, I got to see it before people in Japan got to see it. So by the time these figures start rolling out, I'm like, yeah, I'm buying everything, because also I kind of knew like this was going to be the last hurrah for a long time. So your Godzilla toys, and I think that's a big thing with this line, and it's both the positive and negative of the line, because the movie did not do that well, and the figure sold, I think, so in Japan, because for a while, outside of Kaiser Ghidorah and maybe Monster X, and I think the Saw Blade Gigan, which I think was one of the last things they released, these figures were not expensive to get a hold of. Like up to like 2011, 2012, they were still pretty inexpensive. And I think today they're still the 6 inches, like the Rodan, the Anguirus, the Exian, I still see them for like $25-$30.
Yeah, you can
Dude.
even find their theater exclusives for relatively cheap, and that's usually like usually the theater exclusives are as more than the standards.
But these
The
these are pretty good sculpts. The
Mhm.
Final Wars Godzilla is a great sculpt in that 8-inch. The
Yeah.
Mothra, as we said, it's a reissue, but I think the color scheme works better for it. Rodan, the 6 inches had their issues. Aguirres and Rodan were like fair to midland. Monster X was fantastic. He's one of my favorite characters. That figure, the fact that the shoulders were able to move,
Yeah,
like
huge.
He's built like a fighter, and so they gave him that fighter stance when they sculpted him. I shed a tear selling that thing. I didn't want to do it, but I'm like, there's actually a lot of stuff out there now for Monster X. So I'm like, and I'm pretty sure we're getting another one this fall, considering the new short film. Minya was the one I waited the longest on.
The highlight of this line is the Minya.
Milla? You
Manila.
think you'll call him Milla? Whatever.
The highlight of this. I loved this Minya so much.
Bro looks like he is standing up at Sunday Mass and he just rips significant ass and does not care. Bro's got tops of the hands forward, palms back, glazed look in his eye like, yep. There's your holy water.
The Gaigans are exceptional though. Like the Nirasawa designs really they pop. And then the Kaiser Ghidorah was the last one I picked up. I paid $65 for him at San Diego Comic-Con in like 2006. It was like a full year after he came out. And even for me, that was like, oh man, that's a lot. But I don't have him. And he was already like a hard figure to get a hold of. So that was the best price I saw because he was pushing upwards of $100 on the secondary market by the time he was. I think he was one of the last figures that came out. And like again, as much as people kind of hated the movie, they loved this figure. And it's a cool figure, but it's a very awkward figure because his feet kind of hang out a little bit like this because they're supposed to be hands, but they just kind of prop up. Like he's not. I'm again why they didn't design him like the Death Ghidorah, because the Death Ghidorah is a beautifully sculpted quadruped. This one, I mean, it takes away some of the awkwardness, but the wings are too tiny for what they are. Like he's got little butterfly wings, but the heads
like waffle French fries.
Yeah, the head sculpts and the paint job are what really sell this thing. And he's huge. He's giant. Like he's a big boy. He towers over the 8-inch Godzilla.
I do want to talk about the Exalian peg warming forever. Good. You know what? Swing and a miss for Bandai. Great figure, beautifully painted, looks great, but just nobody wanted it
because that design only shows up for like 2 seconds in the movie. Like it's literally Don Fry holding a dummy and then tossing it, and that's the only time you ever see that design.
So blink and you'll miss it.
Hey, so does Chainsaw Geigen, but no one's complaining about that.
Oh, he had more time. He had more time than that.
And he had that entrance, though.
Yeah.
He had that entrance. And yes, he went out like a fool. It was great. But he had that entrance, man. And it's like, you can't even, dude. Like, oh God.
So what we got next, Arian?
Well, we got a couple more reissues in the 6-inch line. Again,
there is,
go ahead.
There is the little like thingamagoo on Wikizilla and a few other places that state that since Final Wars didn't perform very well and the sales weren't doing so hot, they had actually gotten rid of the plans to do all the monsters. And it does say citation needed next to it, so I don't know where that originates from, or if that's even true.
I mean, we didn't get Caesar, we didn't get Manda,
Ebera,
Ghidorah, Kamacuras, and Spiga, or Kamunga.
Ghidorah, Zilla.
And we didn't get Zilla.
We still haven't gotten a King Caesar to this
No,
day.
and I don't know why. Well,
Okay, let's like it's going to be, the conversation is like, can we sell 100 Hedoras? Yes, you can. Can you sell 100 King Caesars? With
I
enough
say
time?
you can.
With enough time.
Yeah, with enough time. With Ghidorah, I don't understand how Ghidorah is even brought into the conversation for sales, because it's like, how many times have you reissued that 2007 mold with wild friggin' colors? 8.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you're doing just fine. You're doing just fine.
Well, that's the thing. Like, Ghidorah was considered persona non grata for a while. I think that was
now you can't. They can't keep.
No,
they can't
it's the most
now.
it's the biggest Sofubi sculpt. It's like as you said, how many times has it been reissued? Like,
hold on, I can count it. Hold up. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 for the 07.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've got 2 for the 2021 mold. And then I got the original. That 07 mold has been getting its yeah.
It's the town bicycle.
Yeah. The hot dog down a hallway.
So what we got now, Arian?
Yeah, real quick, the reissues for 6 inches, we have Godzilla Jr., Fire Rodan, then we have Titanosaurus and Mechagodzilla 75.
The Mechagodzilla 75 had that weird metallic kind of bluish paint job on it.
I
remember looking at that one. I'm like,
yeah.
It was like, what are we doing here? Like,
I can't tell from the picture that they're using on Wikizilla. Yeah. It looks mostly the same, but
it's if you can tell, like, it's got like it had a bluish tint to it for some reason. I don't know. They were trying to mimic like they were using a different paint to like mimic like the metallic sheen. But yeah, I remember seeing this thing in person. I'm just like, no.
So that does it for the movies in the 2000s. Now comes, I guess, a reboot of the line, if you want to call it. Affectionately, we call it the pink tag, but I think officially it's called the standard movie monster series standard. This has a pink tag.
This was such a frustrating time, man. This was the beginning of the drought. I think Mecha King Ghidorah had a better like chrome paint job on it.
Yeah, but the gold kind of looked like piss, though.
Those are still some of the worst Ghidorah molds ever used.
I don't understand how they let it get that far.
I don't know.
So for the 2005 lineup, you have Heisei Godzilla, you have King Ghidorah 91, Mecha King Ghidorah, Space Godzilla, Destroya, First Godzilla, and then we have scaled down versions of the High Mobility Kiryu from SOS, Mothra Adult SOS, Godzilla Final Wars, Anguirus Final Wars, Rodan Final Wars, and then Gigan V1 Final Wars. It looks like these are all safe bets as far as toys go. Heisei Godzilla, I mean, it is what it is. I mean,
it's not a great. It's one of the worst. Like that was the last Godzilla I ever bought, even in the standard line. I'm like, this is such a do nothing Godzilla. Like that one and the Mecha Godzilla one, those two, like some of the coolest suits. Those figures are some of the most like dog ass figures that they even made, even back when they gave a crap.
Brother,
I don't know what it is. They just did not care.
Look, I understand that you don't like Heisei Mecha Godzilla, but like dog ass, chubby cheeks.
No, the Godzilla
ass, brother.
The Godzilla, those two Godzilla figures, the 91 is both versions, the big boy and the small one. Those are gorgeous figures.
Yeah,
the Mothra and the Mecha Godzilla, and they reused the Mecha Godzilla mold for Space Godzilla because it's the same damn suit. Those three are essentially the same. The 92 is a slightly different sculpt. Some of the worst in that original line before they went to the movie monster style.
As not amazing as that Heisei Godzilla was, it is nice today, though, to kind of have, just because now, at least as of right now, we have all the different Heisei variations in the movie monster series. So now they kind of have a little bit of worth to them, because it's like, wow, you were kind of all of them.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
So they get their flowers eventually.
This is the best way I could describe this line is, hey, my kid just watched Godzilla Final Wars. What else is there?
Here you go.
There you go. So
It
you know,
was-
maybe not for us. Maybe for it's for a new collector. Speaking of Gamera, that leads us straight to 2006 again with the pink line, the standard 6-inch line. And now we're talking about Gamera. The 2006 Gamera. You have any thoughts on it, guys?
I own one of them. In regards to Gamera. Godzilla and the other ones, it's different.
Yeah.
And I believe most of these were reissues from the Dai Monster series line.
Yeah.
Or at least some of them were.
Yeah.
And I mean, you know,
I thought the Showa Gamera was new, but it's not, right?
Nope.
No.
it's
From
from
the Dai.
Bandai
the
movie.
Dai.
Yeah.
Dai
and so
It's
for
in a
me,
soft vinyl this time.
yeah.
Mm.
So for me, this was like, oh, this is my chance to get Showa Gamera.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Thumbs up, great. Because the other Gameras was pretty hard to come by here. But in this line, we have Toho Gamera from Gamera.
The Brave.
Gamera the Brave. Showa Gamera in a green. We have a reissue of Hyper Gauss from the Gamera 3 line, and then a reissue of Gamera 1999.
Which I think had a slightly different paint job. They actually threw some paint on the belly.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got the graham cracker.
Yeah, because I had the original issues of the Hyper Gauss and the Gamera, and I had. I'm still shocked they didn't put Iris out in this because, again, you want to talk about kind of a dog ass figure. That Iris for what the suit is versus what the toy is, you're like, oh, this isn't great. The Gamera and the Gauss are actually fantastic sculpts. Like those are amazing.
Somebody described the original Bandai vinyl Iris figure as a recreation of the suit being put on a mannequin and turned into a toy.
I did.
That's probably what they did.
Exactly. Probably what they did. Yes.
1000%.
The Toto is actually a cool figure. I had the Toto. I was pissed they didn't do Zetas because Zetas is actually a really cool monster, even though it is a ripoff of Jiris. Like the name's a little too close, the design is a little close, but he's a really cool monster design. I love like the frilled lizard kind of look, the big tongue. Like he's kind of a weird hybrid of Baragon and something in the Spitter from Jurassic Park. Like it's an awesome design, and to this day, they never gave us one. The closest you got was from that Nami blind box line.
Yeah, and I would have thought when they got Higuchi back to do the Heisei trilogy Gamera figures, I would have thought they would have done Brave at that point. Because like then we got the Showa Gamera and the Gauss, and then it was nothing. Just gone, poof, nothing at all. And it's like still I know there's a lot of growing pains, budgetary pains over there with Kanakawa Dai, the Gamera team, but I don't understand. What?
The team? I'm sure it's just like one dude.
Hey man, there's no I in team, but there is a me. So,
but I think there's two surprises that came out this year, though.
Yes. Tell us about them, Chris.
First one's Ghidorah, a proper movie accurate Ghidorah, because the original, I had the original. Of the hard vinyl is not exactly indicative of how Ghidorah looks in that movie. It's a very statuesque figure. This is the first they actually sculpted the tail with this one. He looks exactly how the movie, the suit looked in the movie. And then we got Godzilla, which was 68, which is that suit just got used for the next like 4 films, so it kind of counts because it's the same suit, but the one was not like the other. When I picked these up, Ghidorah, one of the best Ghidorah sculpts they've ever done. That's 68. Yeah, that one felt like it was a little rushed out the door. It's the sculpt of the head. He kind of looks like a Muppet. it's hard to describe until
Well,
you
he
see
is
it
a
up close,
Muppet.
and you're like, whoa. Like, I know that's the long neck Godzilla,
Mm.
but it's the way that the face was sculpted. Like, I remember getting both of these and feeling like proud. I'm like, oh man, like I'm finally getting like the completion of the suits, because at that point the memorial box was out,
Mm.
and a version of this figure was in that memorial box, but this isn't the same one. This is a different. The head's a different sculpt. This head is one of the wonkiest heads for like a brand new sculpt they've ever done in that era. We can talk a lot about the modern era, but for this time and place, I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I got it. I don't have to pay $300 for someone breaking up the box, but I'm not getting the quality of that box set. The Ghidorah, though, this is quality. This is great, and there's a reason why they've reused the sculpt so many times.
Let's just all agree that the only bad thing about this Ghidorah is it's too small.
Yes.
Compared to. That's the only complaint.
Oh.
Otherwise, it's amazing.
But as far as 68 and Ghidorah go, these were some of my first older movie monster series figures. I believe I got them in the same month on eBay for like $40 each. And this is like 2015, so made out like a bandit.
Yeah.
And, you know, I love the 68 molds. I don't know how many I have at this point because they did Hedo Goji.
Mhm.
They did the original mold with the original arms for Godzilla, the art, the green with all the scarring or whatever you want to call it. And
the new one with the eyes, I guess.
Yeah, 6-7 Goji.
With the messed up eye. That one's actually really nice.
It is. I gotta pick it up still. It's just import shipping is on my But yeah, dude, I mean, I have a feeling they're gonna use it for a lot more moving forward because I mean, fine, by all means do it. But we need to stop tap dancing and we need to give Godzilla his messed up hand. I don't care what anybody says. The bone hand, it is thank God. It is a bone hand. It is not sludge being hit with light. No, it's a bone. Come on, just like that. Even
Super
though that one
7
wasn't
dared.
allowed to happen.
Super 7 dared.
Super 7, they went the distance. God bless them.
God bless you, Brian Flynn.
What we got next? All right.
Now, I think this is the end of the main line in 2007. We're going to get some extra credit in a little bit, but all we have in 2007 in the standard pink line is Jet Jaguar.
Yes,
I think that's. I mean, after Ghidorah and Jet Jaguar, I mean, what else do you really need? Want is different. Need is.
This one was again another big deal when it was announced because that Jet Jaguar, the original one, went for a lot of money.
Yeah.
On the secondary market, that was one of the few that never lost its value.
True.
Because Jet Jaguar is popular, especially with fans out here. Toho, I mean, Bandai did it once, and then they're just like, it's Megalon. Like, who really cares? Even though they've at this point reissued Gigan how many times? But
3 times.
Yeah,
too many.
So Jet Jaguar finally getting another figure, and it's that era. It's nice, but it had issues. He's a little chubby. Like he's been sitting on the couch playing video games a little too much, drinking a little too much Mountain Dew. You know, I had the original. I compared it. I'm like, the paint scheme overall is far better than the original one. But there was just something about the puffiness. Like he looked like a dude in a 1950s low budget sci-fi film, even though he's in a 1970s low budget sci-fi film.
I'm sorry, are you talking about the 2007 version or the 93 version?
The 2007 version.
Oh, okay.
That's the one. It's just he's just a little. He's got like some fluff to him. It's hard. It's very hard. Like the head is not proportioned to the body. Like it looks like he's wearing like a fake muscle suit, like he's pretending to be He-Man, or like Dana Carvey and
Pump You Up, Neil.
Yeah, to Pump You Up guys. Yeah, it's a little bit of that. Like I remember picking this up. I'm like, oh, he's been hitting the creatine, you know. But he hasn't been. He's too hydrated though. Like he doesn't have his cuts. The problem with this is the paint scratched if a feather fell on it. That was the problem with it. Like the chrome paint they used on this thing, no bueno, no es bueno, because I had it fell over once onto my carpet, didn't hit anything, didn't hit the shelf, just fell onto the carpet, and somehow the fabric of my carpet scratched the tip of his head. And I could not fathom how that could happen.
Rob, you got any thoughts on Jet Jaguar?
I guess I could say I was lucky enough to have one sent to me by a subscriber, Podvoisky. If you out here watching, thank you again.
Hi, Podvoisky.
Cool dude. I got this around the time that the new version came out for the Movie Monster series, the thinned up version with the post hands. And even though I still prefer the 2007 version, like when I look at it now, it's just, yes, he's a bit wider. Yes, he's got, a little bit of like the puff, as we've said, but there's just something about how they did the yellows and the oranges on his shoulders. They look like sunsets.
Yeah.
They're encapsulating, and it does something to my brain. And
that is the one thing it had over the original. The paint job was miles better.
Yeah, miles.
It's just the chrome paint scratched. Just scratched. A flea farts on it, it's gonna scratch.
I love the repaints we got for this shortly
These were
after
cool.
Hyper Hobby, but that's for a later time and date.
Yeah.
So that does it for the mainline stuff. Now let's get into extra credit.
Yeah.
I mean, what else do we really need from a Movie Monster series at this point? Maybe a Baragon.
The fact that they didn't is
they haven't reissued Classic Baragon. I would like to see, like, they've never really delved into the non-main Godzilla movies that the Bandai Premium Plus figures did, like the Gargantuas, Frankenstein, Yog, the monsters from Yog, stuff that didn't really get in. They didn't, other characters made their ways into the movies, but these guys didn't. Like, we still don't have any of that stuff. We got a Daimajin, for Christ's sakes.
We did
later.
Gargantuas.
Well, kind of.
Those were the premium figures that should have been in this line, because premium my ass. Like, I paid $95 a piece for those things, and I'm like, these are basic Movie Monster Series figures with just a higher end paint job. Like, what? I'm like, you guys are really. This is the beginning of, like, you want the fun stuff, you're gonna have to pay up. Like, you're gonna have to pay the toll. And I'm like, this isn't worth it. Like that. I mean, we're jumping ahead, but if I may bitch and moan for a minute,
sure.
The Scar King and the Shimo, they were Bandai premiums. There's no goddamn way those should have been $95 a set. I don't care if you gave me a box. Those are some of the most dog ass Bandais that have ever been made. They're up there with the King. They're up there with the Kaiser Ghidorah. These two, these were such afterthoughts. They look like the AliExpress bootleg figures. Like, I bought some of those AliExpress bootleg figures just to see what they're like, because they use the molds from the Playmates and they put them in vinyl. Dude, I paid $250 a pop and paid $6 to import from China. We're better than these garbage figures. Now
there goes our Bandai sponsorship.
I can't really defend it either, because I bought them at release, and I really don't understand, outside of the fact that they knew that these wouldn't have done well on a standard wide release, so they made a small print of it. They put them in a cup. They put them in a long box, and whoever got them. And I can't. There are very few of modern day Bandai boxed figures where I would say, oh yeah, that is not one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely not.
So a little while later, after all this, Toho put out some DVD box sets of each era. Well, both eras, but they split up in between 4. we have 2 box sets for the Heisei. Sorry, 2 box sets for the Showa Godzilla movies and 2 box sets for the Heisei Godzilla movies. And the first release of these box sets came with a Bandai Movie Monsters toy.
Was this the first time they started doing this?
I believe for the movie monster series, at least, this was the first time outside of a memorial box release where the figures were like
a special bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they've done their mail-aways and stuff. So,
But what makes these so different is there is a they are painted in a black shade. They are blacked out. They are, how do I describe this? Metallic black. They look really fucking cool.
There you go.
Really fucking cool, dude.
Yeah.
The Gigan especially.
Yeah. Yeah.
Silver and black Gigan.
This is what I call 80s Marvel era, when the black suit Spider-Man hit, and then everybody got a black suit. Captain America got the black suit. Thor got a black suit. The FF were in black suit. Everyone got a black suit because that is what you did. That's how you look cool.
The 4 figures in this line is Godzilla 54, Godzilla 84, Gigan 72, and Space Godzilla.
Space Godzilla actually look pretty dope in the black too.
They all look great. And this is, I mean, you can say what you will about the mold, but like even that 54 looks great in black.
It does.
Anything looks good. Anything looks better than what they've been doing with 54 in the modern day, because I'm sorry. You know what? I have to let one loose. Fuck off. It's screen accurate. Yeah, it's screen accurate. Why are your teeth fucking yellow? Huh?
The movie's in black and white.
I don't own any of these 4 figures. Do you guys at any point own any of these 4?
I had the 80. No. I had the 84.
Can I ask how much you paid for it?
I paid $64 for it. And I got it at Comic-Con 2009. I had a little bit of scratch, and I saw this guy. This was the last year, the guy that sold Bandai's that I would go to every year. This was the last year he ever showed up. I rolled up. I saw that figure. I'm like, how much? And he originally had an $80 price tag, and I talked him down to $64 because I would take one of his
or Frankenstein's.
This is SDCC.
Got it. Okay.
This is San Diego. This was the last era of like the bootleg guys before the show was starting to explode. Well, no, this is post G4. Like this is at the height of G4, but before Twilight. So the con was exploding. Yeah, but you could still walk in day of. This was like one of the last years you could do that. And this guy was near Media Blasters, because Media Blasters every year got a ton of my money. Yeah. And I walked over to him. At that point I had a very robust Bandai collection, so there was only a few things missing here and there. Like I don't think I had gotten Jet Jaguar yet or anything, but I looked through. I'm like, I got that. I'm like, oh, I don't have you. And I asked him, like, is that the Memorial Box one? He's like, no, it's the DVD one. I'm like, and for 20 minutes, I talked him down. I think I had to take, he had 3 giant robos. There were the Chogokins that everyone had. And he's like, if you take these off my hand for an additional $30, I'll knock this down to $64. So I think he wanted just a clean $100 like transaction. So I bought, because those giant robots, they were like this big. They're Chogokins. At that time, they were everywhere. No one would buy them. And this is to Giant Robo the animation, not the Johnny Sacco. This is one of the greatest works of animation ever. I bought the 3 off of them. I flipped 2 of them on eBay for double of what I paid. So I actually made all my money back, because for some reason this guy was not on eBay and he couldn't get rid of these things. I'm like, I can get rid of those. I always wanted an 84 because that's my very first Godzilla, and I finally had one, and I felt like a king carrying that thing around.
Yeah. Any additional thoughts we have on these? I mean, they're beautiful. They're beautiful.
Beautiful. They're grails. They're honestly grails.
For sure. Even with, go ahead.
No, it's just like the Gigan mold is probably going to get retired soon. I mean, it's long overdue. The Space Godzilla mold is retired. The 54 should be retired. And that 84, I mean, I don't think you need to retire it. And I mean, you could. They did. They brought it. Yeah. Because after this, it was the Memorial Box. Then it was this.
Yeah.
And then it was nothing until the Movie Monster Series Godzilla store version. And then they did the Cybot.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, I feel like it's a timeless one that really doesn't need to be replaced because it's just
perfect. It's one of those perfect sculpts. Like, you can't improve upon this.
Perfect sculpt. That's a great way to put it.
I have been seeing a lot of people as of recently saying they want one that's more upright. And
no, because that's how he is in the movie. He's kind of hushed.
He's slumped over. He looks like a hamburger helper. It's great. I really think they could be a little bit more creative with what they're doing with these Movie Monster Series sublines, especially since two of them aren't performing very well. So,
the Giga and the posing.
I don't know what the other one is. I know the first one is Giga, but I don't know if it's Movie Monster Series Shining or Movie Monster Series Posing that's going under like
Shining's the one with all the
LEDs. Yeah,
I don't think that one's long for the world.
No, I don't either. And I'm bummed because there's like a lot you can do there, but you're also charging like $60, like Japan price, to take a figure apart and put a light up its butt. Like,
like I'm lucky I got connections in Japan. So I got the Giga Destroyer for pretty much cost. And even then it was still like, I think with the conversion, still like $58-$60, man. Like it was not cheap. And when I got that box, I'm like, this all it was, I'm like, oh, thank you, Bandai. You're giving me back what I had as a child for twice the cost. Like that's all this line is. It's a beautifully sculpted figure.
It is.
But you're now doubling the price. I understand the costs have gone up. I'm like $60 just in Japan for there's a reason. I understand why this line's not doing that well. You're asking a lot. Like there, some of the Godzilla store ones, you're asking quite like when my buddies picked me up the Condor, I was expecting like $30. So when they were packing everything up, I'm like, how much do I owe you for the Condor? They're like, it was like $12, dude. I'm like, that's it? He's like, yeah. I'm like, all right, that's reasonable for this.
Yeah, it's smaller. There's no articulation to it.
This was $33 American when it came out. No.
Yes, it was.
No.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Bandai just finally announced they're bringing Godzilla Burst to the U.S. shores. For some reason, they're not doing the original line. We're getting the wacky color schemes. Now, they're cool figures. I've actually reviewed a couple of them. I love G.I. Joe style stuff. And for what, the price point that I paid for those, I mean, I paid like $650 American, but I was worried that like, you're going to charge, if you're going to charge $20 for these things, this line's going to fail. $9.99.
$9.99 be perfect.
So, Target, perfect. I'm like, yes, that's the way to go. My only quip is like, why are we getting these weird disco colors for the first wave?
Because it's fun, Chris.
It is fun, but it's like I missed like the first 89 waves of this line, and I was like hoping that it would hit the US. And I don't mind the wacky colors and the accessories and Ultra Burning Godzilla and Thundercracker Godzilla 2000 with his goiter hump of a friggin' neck. Like, it's cool, but it's
which is just a repaint of the burning the burning Millennium Godzilla. I'm like, why just release that? That's all I'm at. That didn't even come with any like bonus. Like you're adding stuff to this figure. Like I don't even think these things are out in Japan. I think these are someone in Bandai's like, no, the Americans want wacky stuff. I'm like, just give us all the monsters. I know for a fact that's what the kids want. That's what the adult collector, want. These are very cool. They don't take up a lot of shelf space. They're very highly detailed for what they are. And the thing I love about the line is that, yes, they're doing crazy concepts with them. That's all I've been asking for years. I got Gatling Geigen sitting here somewhere. I love that thing.
Bonkers.
The plasma Space Godzilla
Godzilla.
is the one thing I'm glad it's coming with this line, because that's the first thing I'm buying. Because now they're doing the thing I've always wanted. I'm like, you're getting close to concept art figures. And I've always wanted concept art figures. And I'm like, Plasma Godzilla looks close to one of the concept art pieces.
Yes.
I will happily buy that. But the fact we're not getting that Destroyer that gets all animated out, I'm like,
Yet. We're not getting it yet.
Yeah, they only just unveiled them, and I have a feeling it's gonna.
The price point that it's great. I mean, like my only hope is that those things end up on the regular kids toy aisle and not in the adult collector aisle.
Yeah, of course.
So that's what will help really move that line. So you don't have to walk over with all the Nika figures and pick them out. Like they're sitting next to, the Power, and not even Power Rangers at this point. Like what, I don't even know what Bandai's selling out here other than like adult line stuff.
Depends on what the American branch is doing. Last I remember, they were doing vinyl figures for Stranger Things.
No shit.
Yeah, and the Demogorgons didn't look half bad. Like the American branch still has its shit.
No shit. I'm just imagining like Christmas Eve, and some kid is going to Target, and all that's left is like the backpack set for Godzilla Burst and Shakila's from Shakira. Chakras. Yeah, that's it. That's the only thing that's left.
We're not even getting that set. I would have happily paid for the dumb Mothra larva if I got Chakras and the Kamakras with it. But I'm eagerly awaiting to get my hands on the American versions, because I'm like, let me see what you're doing here. But the Japanese versions are so much better.
There's going to be a day when you're at Target getting your almond soy milk and your overpriced produce, and you're gonna
almond soy milk. What?
You know what I mean? And
what Santa Monica housewife do you think I am? I know I'm Californian. I ain't that Californian.
You're gonna go to the toy section.
That's all I go for a Target. Like I didn't even buy houseware. Target's too expensive.
It is.
You're gonna see in the toy section. You're gonna look, and it looks like it's Godzilla Burst, and right in front of the peg, it's gonna be Giant Condor, and you're gonna pick it up, and you're like, life is good.
Yeah,
Target, I mean, Giant Condor.
I hope
that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for Giant Condor and Ebirah, because they showed them both, and it's like, I want another chance to buy a giant shrimp lobster.
Yeah,
life is
damn
good.
Whoever doesn't.
And look, that I think everybody, like, the thing that's most frustrating, like, and I think this applies to this stuff too, is that the American side, I think the Japanese they're expanding finally, but I think they underestimate like the want for the classic stuff. Like they're focusing like, the MonsterVerse stuff, is big, -1. According to Toho, it feels like that's the only thing anybody cares about Godzilla wise in America. I'm like, no, in my time of like parsing away my collection, most of the people I sell to outside of some of like the big, like premium figures have been parents buying them for their kids.
Real quick. The figures in this box set, we have another Godzilla 54. We have Godzilla 55 with his dorsal fins upside down, like Rob said. An accurate Godzilla 62. Got another accurate Godzilla 64. Godzilla 65. Brand new. A lot of these are brand new molds. Godzilla 67.
Goat. Please.
A grayscale Anguirus. We have a Godzilla 68. Another Gigan. We have fake Godzilla. That's
we need a real fake Godzilla figure.
Yeah.
We have a blacked out Mecha Godzilla 2. We have Godzilla 75, which is a surprise. I think the highlight of the box set is Godzilla 84. Maybe.
The longest time, that was like the reason to get it.
Then you have your Godzillasaurus, King Ghidorah from 91, another Godzilla 92, which is almost exactly like the pink version. We have a regular 93 Rodan, not Fire Rodan. We have a Godzilla Jr., We have Meltdown Godzilla, which is essentially the theater exclusive shrunk. And then we have Godzilla 2000 or 1999, whatever you want to call it. Where do we start with this box set, man? Where do we?
You're rubbing your hands, man. Go ahead.
It's funny. Like there's so much here that's actually backing out now, which is great. But then you get something like, here's this Anguirus figure that's supposed to be 55 Anguirus, but it's not.
No.
And then we got 55 Anguirus, and it was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's 62. Like,
yeah.
Everybody's asking, when is it? Where is it? Will it match my dress? The whole nine.
Mm-hmm.
And wow. I mean, where do you start? I can't eat like
let's what has not been reissued? 67 has not been reissued, right?
No, they just announced, they just announced Son of
Godzilla.
Son of Godzilla, and literally 2 days ago, 65 just got it.
66.
66. I'm sorry, 66. Yeah. So Sea Monster and Son of they're not out yet, but they're coming.
Oh, the Movie Monster series Posing 67 is out in Japan.
Yeah.
It's just, it looks like Minia's face is fused to Godzilla's tits. So there's that. But I don't doubt for a second that this 67 is probably going to be a premium Bandai exclusive, like that 65 was.
Mm-hmm. So 62 come out yet?
No.
We just said touched.
That. They've never. That's when they haven't. I think it's because of the movie that's with.
I think they're waiting.
Yeah. 65. Rodan? Did we get a regular Rodan again?
There is a Fire Rodan, which is this mold, but I don't know if it's a new one or if it's a repurposed one because it's the only Fire Rodan I have.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't say for sure because I have no earthly idea.
That's a figure that actually needs a 2.0 sculpt.
Which one?
The Fire Rodan. It's a cool puppet, but the problem is it doesn't work as a figure, at least the way they did initially.
It would be great for a posing series, a poster version of Rodan holding the ball.
Give me the goddamn Mechagodzilla poster in a Bandai Movie Monster series.
You will.
I agree.
You will.
I want Ori poster figures. No. I want a whole line.
Yeah.
I want every one of those Ori posters done as a figure. Dude, I don't care if it's in the posing. If you could sculpt those things to look as close to that man's masterpiece of artwork, I will take out a mortgage on my buddy's house. I'll commit fraud to get these things.
You got that, internet? Yeah, so most of these guys got reissued. Godzilla 2000 for sure got reissued plenty of times after this.
Yeah, the New Age Movie Monster series actually used this specific mold.
Yeah,
they used the memorial box because the Toho Kaiju series version was just too big for our budget.
Yeah, I mean those new ones are pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean the 2.0 is gorgeous, and Junior got a 2.0 recently.
Yes,
and he's awesome.
Meltdown definitely got one more. Well, the 95 definitely got at least the LED version.
The LED version is just Burning Godzilla. Unfortunately, it's not Meltdown.
Yeah. Well, the mold. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, the closest we got to a Meltdown was just a straight orange translucent one for some event in 2021. Shinjuku Total Final Fusion. Your mother doesn't love your father anymore. Attack something. It had a very long-winded name.
Yeah.
This episode went.
This is amazing.
You look, the episode that's coming up, it came out before this one, as you'll see in chronological order. We had Articulated Series, and that man, the way he even was positioned in his cam, he looked like he was at a TED Talk, and the way that he was explaining everything and went through the history. the three of us, this is just. I feel like we're sitting in a bar somewhere.
This,
About 10 shots in, like this goddamn figure was up. But you know what?
this is the Rocky Five of the series.
This,
Hell yeah.
and no. We're about 5 more episodes deep because we got so much more to talk about on this line. And that's going to, we're
Yeah.
getting into we haven't even gotten into the fun stuff yet. But
Yeah.
I'll bring beer next time.
I
You
think,
know what? I like that idea. I
I
like
I'll bring
that
beer
idea.
next time.
Yeah,
I think
Yeah,
we
and
need to
just
drink a
ask for,
little
like-
bit on this. I think we need to drink on the next one because we're going to get deep into some real questionable
Significant
figures.
shit. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Questionable, morally defunct.
we'll call it the,
Morally
uh,
defunct.
hold on, we have to call it the Kaiju Chronicles of Narnia Happy Hour. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a long. You got to. No, we can't do the rest of these without you, man. So
Yeah,
I'm here
yeah.
for it.
we're gonna
I'm here
book
for
you
it.
in.
I'm in.
It might be a little out of order at times because Arian's got some other people, but we're gonna do this series right because this is my Godzilla line. I know it's your
Me too.
Godzilla
This is
line,
Our
and
Godzilla.
we are not
Yeah.
going to pussyfoot around on it. We're going ham. We're going
Let's do
ham
it.
on every release. So
I'm here for it. And
I'm
I will have
excited.
beer next time. Kaiju
Yeah.
sippers right there.
I
I
like
think
it.
so too.
I
All right,
like it.
Arian, we're at 2 hours and 31 minutes now.
It's. Would you rather watch us or Lord of the Rings? Take your pick.
Honestly, we went on a journey. Like
We found.
we're not even halfway there. That's
Yeah,
the fuck
it's-
thing, and it's been 2 hours.
This is.
Boromir isn't even dead yet.
Nope.
All right. Well, with that being said, that's going to do it for myself, my gracious guest, ShinRobjira, and Chris, my wonderful and talented co-host.
Stay
not
tuned
with us.
because this isn't the end. This is only the
No.
beginning.
And we'll see you at the toy aisle. Good night, guys.